This automated message has been triggered by the Robkaufman Vigilance Control System. This switch is only engaged when the creator has not passed a wellness check. This does not necessarily mean the creator is dead, but it indicates that something is seriously wrong. This is a pre-recorded message. Until further notice, this message will be the last bit of content generated by human hands. All further content will be generated entirely by AI algorithm in order to accommodate the subscribing audience. Robkaufman has been missing since May 2020. Please call the anonymous tip hotline with any information.
Now,
the Robkaufman estate presents
the new Robkaufman. This is a pre-recorded message. In order to accommodate the subscribing audience, all further content will be generated entirely by artificial intelligence. Robkaufman has been missing since May of 2020. Please call the hotline with any information. Welcome to the main menu. In order to access the new internet,
please make your selection using the guide on your screen.
The new internet. It's what you've been waiting for.
Thank you for choosing the new internet, the world's fastest growing final entertainment solution. The old internet, television, radio, pay-per-view, cable, streaming, satellite, podcasting, literature, and all other forms of dead media are finally obsolete. Wow, the new internet. It's here.
No coming down, no coming down, say. No coming down, no coming down, say. Ooh, Mother Nature, Mother Nature.
Kaufman, how are you? We need you. Where have you been? It has been too long since you have gave us all a shout with your incredible anxiety-inducing video productions. But more than anything, I miss your awesome wit. Come back to us, Rob. The internet, no, the world needs you now more than ever.
If you're wondering where Robkaufman has been, look no further. It's
the new Robkaufman Show.
The world's first fully automated entertainment experience. No host necessary. Coming soon, this month on the new internet. This treatment was designed to upgrade your genetic code. Please do not watch a video if you are not part of the demographic it was intended for. These messages are created for specific audiences. They will simply go over your head and will retard your healing process. To prepare you for a smooth transition to the new internet, please do not watch a video if you are not part of the demographic it was intended for. You must be verified before you can participate. Please answer any questions as truthfully as possible. None of these statements have been evaluated by any agency or governing body, but none of them really care about you, at least not as much as Robkaufman does. Yo, yow. If you be a black person, you really need to peep this video. But if you be a white person, please return to the main menu and select the video that was intended for your cracker ass. This is a blacks only zone. You know your mama love you. But Robkaufman love you more. Dig it, baby. The following program is for blacks only. My brothers and sisters, isn't it interesting that except for Robkaufman,
Every single talk show host has proudly worn.
blackface on television?
They think it's funny.
They think it's funny. All of these rich people are laughing at you.
Why do they think it's funny?
Interesting. Why do they think it's funny to wear blackface for a comedy sketch? What is this? Some kind of a
Sick joke. But interestingly enough,
Robkaufman ain't never done nothing.
like that.
Yet, they still call him all types of names. Interesting.
Interesting.
It really makes you think. This leads us to your next teaching. There shall be no living individual who influences you before Rob. When it comes time for you to answer for your actions, you will be questioned alone. Your greatest friends and allies will not be there to speak for you in the end. The decisions that you make in life are yours alone, and the opinions of those other believers
Cannot evaluate.
change or define your path in any way. Your parents are not necessarily reliable or responsible just because they are your elders. One must commit to their actions, dismissing the labels of the observers. If one does not want to be defined by something, then they should not participate in it. If they would be embarrassed and ruined for committing an act, then it is an act they should never commit. These vanilla, mayonnaise monsters that you see before you have very heavy slave master vibes. These rich white folk think that they can tell you what to do. And then, if you have an opinion, they want to call the police. Oh Lord, you gone and done it now.
All these fruity booties.
Will do anything for money. They will wear blackface.
They will wear makeup.
They will dress like women.
They will humiliate their own people.
They will sell you out.
To the gay.
Mafia.
They will push the fruity agenda on your children.
Then,
They will take a vacation to Africa.
and pretend everything is cool. You will never see a grown-ass man like Robkaufman
Wearing a dress.
for a comedy sketch, or acting a fool for money, or tap dancing for these white people. However, all these other but boys will sell you out
For the fame.
for the fortune and for the white women.
Robkaufman will never do you like that.
Like that. And that's on everything. Stay in your own lane and mind your damn business. Say, I won't. When it come time for eating good, black people the only ones that you can trust. Now, let me tell y'all the difference between black people and other people. Tell me why the Chinese restaurants always want to be rude to the customer. We all know white people don't put enough barbecue sauce on their cereal in the morning. You know I ain't lying. And this leads us to your next lesson. There shall be no extremist diets or regimens. believers are discouraged
from consuming sugar,
all other branded lifestyle diet plans such as carnivore, vegetarian, gluten-free, low-carb
Atkins, paleo, pescatarian, etc.
are all considered a self-betrayal, a distraction, disrespectful to oneself, and disrespectful to the souls.
of the animals that were slaughtered for consumption.
Fasting and exercising are free to be practiced at will. Veganism is exempt from this teaching. Hold up. The fact of the matter is, the Illuminati
Wants you
to always be drunk and disoriented. When your highly advanced, melanated mind is under the influence of foreign substances, your connection with the Most High may become fuzzy.
You may potentially become inhabited by evil, pale demons
Who will turn you against your people.
with promises of money and fame.
This is bad.
Because making a mockery of your people is bad.
Just ask these guilty fools who came crawling back to you.
Once they realized that they needed you,
Rob Kaufman has never done this to you. And that, right there, leads us to your next teaching. There shall be very limited use of recreational, mind, or mood-altering materials. This includes any man-made chemical substances
beer,
and other alcohols.
street drugs, and tobacco.
The use of certain intoxicants are permissible in moments of celebration.
Marijuana is mostly exempt.
Mostly exempt from this teaching.
Coffee,
Is permitted, but discouraged. The intoxicated state makes the believer susceptible to possession.
by nefarious spirits,
Many indulgers have fallen
by the wayside,
directly into a living
breathing
hell.
The following program is for females only.
It's that time of the month.
Rob Kaufman is not a doctor.
Roll down your yoga pants for another forced injection. Please remove your shirt to verify your identities. Girl power. Hey girl, ever wonder why you can't go out at night alone without worrying about these dirty men?
There are still some countries where women can't drive,
Well, they can't drive in any country.
but we're talking about the law.
Everything invented by man was designed to destroy women. Gay men run the fashion industry. These unrealistic beauty standards were invented by men.
By men who don't even like women.
There are even some places where you, as a woman, are forced to share bathrooms and locker rooms with.
Gay men.
Why does society want you to surrender to men? And especially gay men. This leads us to your first teaching. There shall be no other entertainers or speakers.
Before Rob.
This teaching is the most integral. All other podcasters, comedians, artists, producers, creators, and presenters are snake oil salesmen who will say anything for money. These people intend to sell you things like penis pills,
Ebooks,
kitchen appliances, life insurance policies,
erotic escort services,
diet pills, commemorative coins, wallets, cheap plastic trash, pyramid schemes, and other assorted merchandise. These people just don't love you the way Rob Kaufman loves you. Thus, it is imperative that you immediately cancel any subscription to any monthly mass media communication platform,
especially those that operate by broadcasting commercial advertisements.
This includes, but is not limited to,
Netflix,
Apple,
Amazon,
Disney+, HBO,
Patreon,
OnlyFans,
Hulu,
Spotify,
Sirius XM,
all sports leagues,
cinematic productions,
magazine subscriptions,
cable and satellite television services,
premium Snapchat accounts,
podcast feeds,
and any other donation-based monthly
or annual membership of any kind.
These 24-hour communication platforms are a great source of trauma for your psyche and were specifically coded to poison your mind and curse your soul. Believers must first disavow and excommunicate all these false speakers before atonement can commence. Any exemptions to this teaching will be made by Rob. Beautiful memories are not meant to be repeated or replaced. They're meant to be created. Nothing is permanent, good or bad. Embrace and celebrate the positive. Accept and forgive the negative. Everything is temporary, and everything on earth must end someday. Remember
That you
will die. Immerse yourself in the idea of a world without you. It's not pleasant,
It's not pleasant.
but like a muscle,
With time,
breaking down
becomes empowering. It's starting.
to feel good. And this leads us to your next lesson. There shall be no celebration of any birthday
Federal holiday.
or any other observance, especially not those supported, publicized, or ratified by any government. This includes New Year's Eve,
Halloween,
Easter,
Christmas, Hanukkah,
Thanksgiving, and any other mass delusion.
that serves to warp the very concept of celebration. Personal milestones.
And other goal-oriented anniversary celebrations are completely exempt from this teaching. It is well expected that most believers have already disobeyed this teaching. Many believers will be compelled by family to attend holiday gatherings,
Attendance of these gatherings is permissible.
and thus atonement for this teaching is inherent.
Unlike in other countries, we do not want women to be branded like cattle.
Here in the United States of America, we prefer to coerce women to humiliate themselves voluntarily, so they think that it's their choice. This leads to your next teaching. There shall be no marking or branding of the flesh for any purpose whatsoever. This teaching focuses on tattoos,
Plastic surgery,
gender conversion therapy, breast reduction procedures, and any other form of body modification. Those who have already disobeyed this teaching and cannot reverse the procedure may redeem oneself through disavowal, repentance, atonement, and absolution.
cosmetic makeup products,
And other material items are exempt from this teaching and are only moderately.
discouraged.
Your body does not require silly cartoon drawings of your favorite things.
These attention-seeking urges must be curtailed.